What we're going to do now is attempt to fit one of the throttle cables. So lift out the slider and the plunger, and then I've got marked on here, this is the right one, and what it's got to do is it's got to go down through here like so, and then we've got to get it through the larger hole and move it across. It says, and then it's gone back up the tube again. There we go. I always remember this was a pain in the backside to do. And you know what I've done? I've put the little lid up the tube first of all. Right, so what we'll do is we'll hold the cable, we'll put it in its little slot here, through here. It's got to go through the one on the far side at the top. And at the moment I can't even see where the cable is. Right, so that's gone through. Move it towards the back. Great, gripped. That's in. Right. So what we want to do now is find where the little marker is that goes down the side, which is down there. Find that little slide. Put that down in there. Make sure they're in their little recesses, which they are. It's never easy working around a camera because you're cock-handed. I'm going to have to move you and do this, hold on. So you can see the slider in there. If I pull the throttle now, we have one slider working. So I'll just do that to the other two and we'll get connected. Right, let's do one of these on camera. I've done the other two. Right, so we'll grab the cable, and the first thing we're going to do is put the little collar through. Then we're going to hold the cable, stick it down through here, then we're going to compress the spring, and the cable comes through. We move it over to the other side, pull it back, and it's gone into its recess. Then the little dimple is on the far side. We need the dimple in that groove there, so we twist that round that way. Carefully lower that down in there once we get the dimple lined up. No, we've missed it. That's it. Why am I not getting into that dimple? There it goes. Right. Then we line the little lugs up on the top, like so. It says, and then it lined up. There they are. Right, let's see, we've got a throttle. Lovely. Right, let's do the same with the choke cable. So let's have that off and oil all that up, clean that up, and then the choke cable can bolt down in each carb, and we're not getting too far off putting all the oil on, cranking this beauty up. Right, we'll drop this handlebar thing off of here. And then what we can do as well is we can fill this up with switch cleaner, because you've got the choke, which is obviously manual, but you've got the horn and the flash, the indicators and the lights. So it'd be a really good idea to... which way is that going? Work it round. Houston, we have another problem. This screw here, but you can't even see it. Yeah, let's do it here. This screw here, the head, is not coming out. I'm going to have to go and get the impact driver and hope we can get that going. That ain't looking good. Hold on. Right, I've got the impact driver. Sometimes just using that bigger screwdriver on the impact driver can just be enough. No, it isn't. Crap. Right, I'm going to have to get you brutal. Problem is though, I haven't got a lot to hit it against. Right, I'm going to have to move you out of the way. I need to get there. Well, it hasn't worked, it's just completely rounded off, so what I'll have to do now is try and file 2 flats to get a spanner on and turn it. Let me get filing. Well, I've had minutest movement with pliers just gripping on and turning it, but I'm not sure it's not manoeuvring itself to snap the head off, so let me have a couple more turns and see if it breaks loose. Right, I've ground the head off. Hopefully that'll give me enough. Take this apart. Let's get you in here. And we'll do this live. Is that not coming off? Well, it's apart. Because I've got the bolt in it, I haven't got enough to separate it. How annoying is that? Crap. How the hell can I get that out of there? I can't really, can I? It's a long bolt. Unless I can get some pliers in there and turn it. Let's try that. You can see the bolt here. If I can get some pliers on and just undo it, it might actually come out. That ain't coming out of there. Not at all, and it's a bit grim in here to say the least. I do have another one. Sitting over here. But this one has got the switch broken off the top, but the bottom's in much better condition. Whether or not I could desolder the terminals at the top and solder them back on again, I don't know. It's not good, is it? Yeah, that one's in a lot better condition, and it's got quite a new choke cable on it. Another carburetor in here. What's this? Oh, another stop kill switch as well. I haven't got any real screw. Oh yeah, there's them boots. I need to put those on the other 2 coils. Shite. So one step. Oh, these have got all the wires hanging off as well. Yeah, this isn't good, is it? Is that bolt in the top? Yeah, it is, but I can't swap the top over because this one's broken the switch off it. Unless I swap everything out of there into here. That's doable. I think we'll have a go at that. Right, I'll just get the soldering iron out I will swap the tops over, and then that gives me thread again. It's getting worse because none of these screws are coming out either. They're all welded in. This is going nowhere fast. I only got these 3 wires to do. I can't cut them. Or do I just bend these plates up? Oh no, because then I need them off to get the switch out, don't I? Or do I? How does that switch come out? What's holding it on? Is it just the screw that goes in there? Let's see if we can get that out. Right, so I've tinned the 3 wires and trimmed them back here. So what we need to do now, lucky I restocked up on shrink wrap, is get some shrink wrap down over here, then we can pull that up over the terminals. And I've got to carefully cut and tin these ones now to join to these. And I haven't got a lot of wire, hence why I did these ones first. Oh, we need to put the switch through, hold on. Right, so I've swapped the switch mechanism over inside. It's a bit dry. I shall squirt it with some switch cleaner in a bit. And I've put the switch on, but now, so we got that repaired. So let's carefully get after these. I've got one go with these because I haven't got much wire, have I? Right, let's see if I can tin them. Right, so the wires are all soldered. Got a bit of heat shrink on there now, so I'm just going to shrink that repeat up. I'll do this live. And then I think it's a save. I think this actually worked. Shrinking. That looks pretty good to me. Right, we'll get a load of switch cleaner down in here and we'll get this back on. I'm not going to be able to oil this cable. I can't even get anywhere near it. So we're just going to have to run with it. What I will do is I'll drop some oil down in here and I'll clean up these brass ends and we'll get them in. Oh, I've just noticed I've actually got the protectors on there, so I only need the little rubber caps. Oh, nice. Right, so that's all soldered together. So now what we need to do is check whether we've got continuity from the wires at the bottom here all the way up to the top. So let's get some wires in here. So we want the blue, the red and black, and the yellow and red. Right, let me put you in the frame. So if we got continuity, i.e. if the cable's got no breaks in it, it should make the meter beep. Right, this is the red and yellow. Is it red and yellow? Yeah, red and yellow. We've got a resistance, but we haven't got any beep. That's interesting. It's quite dirty on the end of that connection. Let's give that a clean. Tonight's fettling is to get this oil tank in. So it sits in that big gap there, slides in there, and then it's got a bolt here, a bolt here, and a bolt here that hold it in. I'm just in the process of putting a good dob of grease on the end of the bolt and simply just plopping it in because it goes through a painted section, so I may have got some paint in it. Well, that's one in. Oh, that's going in nicely with a bit of grease on it. So that's one sort of just started. I'm putting a washer on each one as well. I assume these are the right size bolts. Oh, that's gone a bit tight. Maybe that's not the right one. I'll have to get a little spanner on there. I'll come back to that one. Then we've got this other one down the bottom. So I had a target of trying to get the bike started by the end of the bank holiday weekend, which I didn't make. So my new plan now is to try and get started during the week. Yeah, see, that one doesn't feel right. I'll back that off. I'll go and have a look, see if I can find a better bolt. But that one does not feel like the right thread. So I found another random bolt. Let's just see whether this one feels any better. Yep, that's in as well. Right, let me find a little 8mm spanner and we'll tighten all of these up. Well, they're not actually 8s, they're 10s. I'll just do this up quickly by hand. Because I've greased it, it's so nice, there's no resistance on it at all. It's just doing all the way up. Right, so that can go. Doesn't need a lot of holding on it. It's almost there. Let me see how strong that is, but we'll just do this a bit more. Right, that's that one done. Just crank this over. I'll get you in here, you'll be able to see then. You can see my hand there. One thing I forgot, and I just had to take the pump back off because I couldn't remember whether it was there or not. On the back of this plunger bit that fits in the rear here is this little copper disc. That needs to be fitted in there. If when you take this out, it's not there and it's not on, you need to go and find it because otherwise you're going to run into problems with your pump. Now the pump won't go back together. Get in. Oh, God. Oh, it's all falling apart now. Right, let me see if I can work this in. Probably not. Right, well, anyway, good news is copper bit's there. Right, let's get it back on again. This blimmin' pump.